Very good morning, students. In the previous class, in biomolecules chapter, we have completed three topics. Those are vitamins, hormones, and enzymes. Today we are discussing fourth topic, that is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Definition of carbohydrates: the optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones are known as carbohydrate. The optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones are known as carbohydrates. Classification of carbohydrates. First one, monosaccharides. The simple carbohydrates which cannot be further hydrolyzed are known as monosaccharides. Example: glucose, fructose, mannose. Are monosaccharides. They cannot be further hydrolyzed. Next, oligosaccharides. The carbohydrates which gives 2 to 10 monosaccharides upon hydrolysis are called oligosaccharides. The carbohydrates which gives 2 to 10 monosaccharides are called upon hydrolysis are called oligosaccharides. These are further classified into di, tri and tetrasaccharides, etc. If 2 monosaccharides are obtained upon hydrolysis, disaccharide. 3 monosaccharide units are obtained upon hydrolysis, trisaccharide. 4 monosaccharides units are obtained upon hydrolysis, tetrasaccharides, like this: pentasaccharide, hexasaccharide, heptasaccharide, octasaccharide, last nonasaccharide and decasaccharide. Depending upon number of monosaccharide units obtained upon hydrolysis, the oligosaccharides are di, tri or tetrasaccharides. First one, student, disaccharides. The carbohydrates which give 2 monosaccharides upon hydrolysis are called disaccharides. The very famous example is sucrose, C12H22O11, upon hydrolysis in the presence of invertase enzyme gives glucose plus fructose. Glucose formula C6H12O6, fructose formula C6H12O6. Both are having same molecular formula but differ in the structural arrangement. Therefore, sucrose is a disaccharide because the carbohydrates which give 2 monosaccharides upon hydrolysis in the presence of invertase enzyme are called disaccharides. Some other examples, student. Maltose upon hydrolysis in the presence of enzyme maltase gives glucose plus glucose. Since similar monosaccharides are obtained, hence it is disaccharide but homodisaccharide. The disaccharide which give identical monosaccharide units are known as homodisaccharide. Next one, lactose upon hydrolysis in the presence of enzyme lactase gives glucose plus galactose. It is heterodisaccharide because the disaccharides upon hydrolysis gives two different monosaccharides are known as heterodisaccharides. Next, rarely they will ask this example, student, trisaccharides. The carbohydrates upon hydrolysis yields 3 monosaccharides units are known as trisaccharide. Raffinose upon hydrolysis gives glucose plus fructose plus galactose. The molecular formula for these three compounds will be same, that is C6H12O6. It is about oligosaccharides, student. We are completed monosaccharides and oligosaccharides. Oligo is again classified into disaccharide and trisaccharides. Tetra is not there in our syllabus. Now next category is polysaccharides. The carbohydrates upon hydrolysis gives large number of monosaccharides are called polysaccharides. For example, starch, cellulose, glycogen are polysaccharides. which is upon hydrolysis they can form N molecules of glucose, N molecules of glucose. Starch, cellulose, glycogen upon hydrolysis gives N molecules of glucose. Here these three compounds having same molecular formula, student, that is C6H10O5 N times. C6H10O5 N times is the molecular formula of starch, cellulose or glucose. Here N time indicates so many number of units are present. It is not disaccharide means 2 monosaccharides, trisaccharide means 3 monosaccharides, but N means it is large number of, this N indicates large number of monosaccharides are obtained upon hydrolysis. The next, students, carbohydrates are also classified into two types. Those are reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. Reducing sugars, non-reducing sugars. Very important, student. First one, the carbohydrates which reduces Fehling solution and tolerance reagent are known as reducing sugar. The carbohydrates which reduces Fehling solution and tolerance reagent are known as reducing sugar. Examples are all monosaccharides like glucose, fructose and galactose. Some disaccharides like maltose and lactose, but not sucrose. Sucrose is not reducing sugar. The reason to decide that is a reducing sugar or not, due to the presence of the free aldehyde group and a keto group adjacent to CHOH group. The carbohydrates reduces Fehling solution and tolerance reagent when this condition is obeyed. The carbohydrate contains free aldehyde group or a keto group adjacent to CHOH group. Any one of the conditions is obeyed that can reduces Fehling's and tolerance reagent, that is the reducing sugar. All monosaccharides, student. If it is monosaccharide means that is reducing sugar. And some disaccharides like maltose and lactose. Maltose and lactose. Sucrose is not reducing sugar. This condition is important, student, due to presence of free aldehyde group, that is CHO, and a keto group, CO group adjacent to CHOH group. Any one of the conditions is obeyed, that is reducing sugar. Examples more practice, students, in examination point of view, especially NEET and KCET point of view. Which of the following is a reducing sugar? Which of the following is not reducing sugar? In the reducing sugars, which of the following solution is reduced? That is Fehling solution and tolerance solution will be reduced. Like this questions will be asked. Next, students, non-reducing sugars. Non-reducing sugars. The carbohydrates which does not reduce tolerance reagent and Fehling solution are known as non-reducing sugars. Non-reducing sugars, which does not reduces tolerance and Fehling solution are known as non-reducing sugar. The reason is due to absence of free aldehyde group and keto group adjacent to CHOH group. Like this, student. If this group is absent, that is non-reducing sugar. Or if a keto group adjacent to this group is absent, that is a non-reducing sugar. Given molecule obey either this condition or this condition. Any one of the conditions is obeyed or both conditions are obeyed, that is the non-reducing sugars. Non-reducing sugars. Examples are sucrose, all polysaccharides like starch, cellulose, glycogen are the non-reducing sugar. All polysaccharides are non-reducing sugars. It is a disaccharide, but it is non-reducing sugar. It is exception, student. The only disaccharide which is non-reducing nature is sucrose. And polysaccharides example, students, starch, cellulose, glycogen, C6H10O5 N times. And examination point of view, these questions, terminology also important, student. Grape sugar is known as glucose, cane sugar is known as sucrose, milk sugar is known as lactose, fruit sugar is known as fructose. Fruit sugar is known as fructose. In examination point of view, which of the following is called milk sugar? Which of the following is called fruit sugar? Like that. Glucose, sucrose, lactose, fructose called as grape sugar, cane sugar, milk sugar and fruit sugar. Okay, students. The next topic: how are the structures of carbohydrates? In this topic, we are discussing how are structures of glucose, fructose, galactose, sucrose, maltose, lactose, and polysaccharides like starch, cellulose, and glycogen. For each carbohydrate, we are discussing how are the structures. How are the structures? Very important, students. More concentrate. First one, how are the structures of glucose? How are the structures of glucose? The acyclic structure, the chain structure of glucose will be like this: CHO, CHOH, COHH, CHOH, COHH, CHOH, CH2OH, which is known as D plus glucose. Glucose completely can be written as D plus glucose, where the positive sign indicates when a plane polarized light is passed through the solution of glucose, that is rotated towards right direction. Hence, that is a dextrorotatory compound. Dextrorotatory compound. The capital D indicates the carbohydrate in which the hydroxy group present on farthest chiral carbon from aldehyde group is on the right side. That is dextro compound. Glucose can be called as D plus glucose. The positive sign indicates that is dextrorotatory compound. The capital D indicates the farthest, the hydroxy group of farthest chiral carbon, which is farthest chiral carbon from aldehyde group is on right side. Hence, that is D compound. Plus is dextro, D is the hydroxy group present on right side. Clear, student? It is aldehyde group. 1, 2, 3, 4 chiral carbons are present. It is a chiral carbon farthest from aldehyde group, far away from aldehyde group. Since this OH is right side, hence that is D compound. It is dextrorotatory plus D plus glucose. This D plus glucose is having two type of structures, that is alpha D plus glucopyranose, beta D plus glucopyranose. First one, student, the D plus glucose is having cyclic structure. To explain the specific rotation and mutarotation, we know that the cyclic structure is similar to that of pyron ring. 6-membered pyron ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth atom is oxygen. It is a structure of pyron. Due to this reason, this structure is known as alpha D plus glucopyranose. Here, student, first carbon contains HOH group, second carbon contains HOH group, third carbon contains OHH, fourth carbon contains HOH, fifth carbon contains H and CH2OH. The CH2OH is the sixth carbon. It is the acyclic structure or chain structure. It is the cyclic structure. Can be known as alpha D plus glucopyranose. And the first carbon, H is present up, OH is present down. Whereas in the case of beta D plus glucopyranose, OH is up, hydrogen is down. Remaining structure is same: HOH, OHH, HOH, H and CH2OH. It is known as beta D plus glucopyranose. Both alpha and D carbohydrates different carbon atom at first carbon only. Hence, these compounds are called anomers. That is, the carbohydrates which differ in the configuration, or which differ in the structure at first carbon are known as anomers. Clear, students? Okay, students. Therefore, alpha D plus glucopyranose, beta D plus glucopyranose are anomers because the carbohydrates which differ in the configuration at first carbon only or C1 carbon are known as anomers. In examination, they will ask, student, what are anomers? Give example. Or alpha D plus glucopyranose and beta D plus glucopyranose are the examples of anomers. Okay students, it is the first carbon. Different in the configuration. Next student, how are the structures of fructose? The structure of fructose will be like this student: CH2OH, C double bond O, COHH, CHOH, CHOH and CH2OH, which is known as D minus fructose. The fructose is, we know that formula, the minus indicates it is a levorotatory compound. The fructose will be levorotatory compound. The D indicates a similar thing student. The hydroxy group of chiral carbon, farthest chiral carbon from keto group is present on right side, that is known as D form. In fructose, it is a chiral. Here also CH2 is present. It is not chiral carbon student. We have to consider chiral carbon which is farthest from keto group, and the hydroxy group present on right side, that is known as D form. Since it is a levorotatory compound, we know that when a plain polarized light is passed to the solution of fructose that can rotate left, that is known as levorotatory. Therefore, it is D minus fructose. Okay students, this D minus fructose is having two isomers, that is alpha D minus fructofuranose, beta D minus fructofuranose. First one student, it is having a cyclic 5-membered ring structure. The first carbon CH2OH, second carbon CHOH, OHH, HOH, CH2OH and H. The fructose is having 5-membered cyclic structure which is known as furanose. It is similar to that of furan structure student. Oxygen is bonded to 2 carbons and further 2 carbons, which is known as furanose. Coming from the word furan. Furan is a 5-membered ring compound. Therefore, alpha D minus fructofuranose. Clear student? CH2OH, OH, OHH, HOH, HCH2OH. Count carbon student: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. Here also 6 carbons. Next student, second compound, beta D-fructofuranose. Similar structure student. Here CH2OH is down and OH is up. CH2OH is down and OH will be up. Similarly, OHH, HOH and HCH2OH. Here on second carbon, the configuration will be different. On second carbon, OH is down. On second carbon, OH is up. Just this group will be interchanged. Hence, it will become beta D-fructofuranose. Clear students? These are not anomers. Why? Because according to concept, the carbohydrates which differ in the structure at first carbon only are known as anomers. These are not anomers. Beta D-fructofuranose as well as alpha D-fructofuranose. Clear students? Therefore, fructose is having these two structures, alpha and beta. Next student, how is structure of galactose? It is also monosaccharide. The structure will be like this student: CHO, CHOH, COHH, COHH, CHOH, CH2OH. The cyclic structure will be like this student. It is alpha D plus galactopyranose. First carbon CHOH, second carbon CHOH, third carbon COHH, fourth carbon COHH and fifth carbon CH2OH. Down H, up CH2OH. It is easy to remember student. 2 carbons H and OH. 2 carbons OH, OH, H. Fifth carbon H and CH2OH. Finished. Alpha D plus galactopyranose. Beta is no need to remember. Just the first carbon will be different. OH is up, hydrogen is down. Beta D plus galactopyranose. Therefore, these two are called anomers because the compounds in which C1 configuration will be different or differ in the configuration at first carbon are known as anomers. Now, one important point student. It is galactose. Just observe the structure of glucose. CHO, CHOH, COHH, CHOH, CHOH, CH2OH. Here the glucose and galactose are having same configuration yet except at a fourth carbon. Observe student. Second carbon is same, third carbon is same, fifth carbon is same except the fourth carbon. This type of compounds are called epimers. Since at the fourth carbon different configuration is present, hence those are known as C4 epimers. That is the carbohydrates which differ in the configuration, which differ in the structure, yet any carbon are known as epimers. At the second carbon different, C2 epimers. At the fourth carbon different, C4 epimers. At third carbon different, C3 epimers. Remember student, observe the difference. The carbohydrates which differ in the structure at first carbon anomers. The carbohydrates which differ in the configuration at any carbon are known as epimers. If fourth carbon differ in the structure, C4 epimers. Glucose and galactose are C4 epimers. In examination they will ask student, which of the following are called C4 epimers? That is glucose, galactose, glucose, fructose, glucose, mannose, like that confusing there will be options. But glucose and galactose differ in the configuration at fourth carbon. Hence these are known as C4 epimers. Clear students? Next student. Haworth structure of sucrose. That is a disaccharide C12H22O11. Sucrose on hydrolysis yields equal amount of alpha D plus glucose and beta D minus fructose. In this C1 of, that is first carbon atom of glucose unit linked with C2 carbon atom of fructose through oxygen atom. This linkage is called C1-C2 glycosidic linkage. In competitive point of view, they will ask student, which of the following linkage is present in sucrose? That is alpha beta C1-C2 linkage. That is C1 carbon atom of alpha D-glucopyranose and C2 carbon atom of beta D minus fructofuranose combined with one another by using glycosidic linkage to form sucrose. Once again student, sucrose on hydrolysis yield equal amount of alpha D plus glucose and beta D minus fructose. Alpha isomer, D isomer, dextrorotatory. Beta isomer, D isomer, levorotatory. Minus means that is levorotatory. In this first carbon atom of glucose unit linked with second carbon atom of fructose through oxygen atom. This linkage is called C1-C2 glycosidic linkage. Generally, glycosidic means the linkage in which the two monosaccharide units bonded by using oxygen atom are known as glycosidic linkage. The glycosidic linkage is alpha beta C1-C2. Okay student. Next one. Sucrose is dextrorotatory, but after hydrolysis the mixture is levorotatory because levorotation of fructose more than that of glucose. Therefore, hydrolysis brings about a change in the sign rotation. Generally student, sucrose C12H22O11 is dextrorotatory. That is, sucrose rotates the plane polarized light towards the right direction. But after hydrolysis, two products are formed, mixture of glucose and fructose. The mixture of glucose and fructose is levorotatory. That is, dextrorotatory can be changed to levorotatory. Because the reason is levorotation of fructose more than that of glucose. Hence, levorotatory is dominated. Therefore, the mixture of glucose and fructose is always a levorotatory. Hence, therefore, hydrolysis brings about a change in sign of rotation. Sucrose is dextrorotatory. After hydrolysis, the mixture will be levorotatory. Due to this reason, sucrose or cane sugar are also known as invert sugar, are also known as invert sugar. In examination they will ask student, what is invert sugar? The equimolar mixture of glucose and fructose are known as invert sugar, Sucrose upon hydrolysis gives glucose and fructose. The equimolar mixture of glucose and fructose is known as invert sugar because the sign rotation will be reversed. Dextro changes to levo, plus changes to minus, inverse. Due to this reason, the equimolar mixture of glucose and fructose are known as invert sugar. Now student, structure representation. This will be important student in competitive point of view. It is just now we are discussing alpha D plus glucose. In alpha isomer, hydrogen is top and OH is down. Recall that information student. In beta isomer, CH2OH is down and OH is top. Here OH is present and here OH is present. Loss of water molecule. It is known as glycosidic linkage. That is the linkage in which the two monomers or the two monosaccharides bonded through oxygen atom are known as glycosidic linkage. This linkage is formed between C1 carbon atom of glucose and C2 carbon atom of fructose. Clear student? H and OH is down. CH2OH and H. Clear student? Right. Therefore, here OH, loss of water molecule will be takes place. Once again student, alpha D plus glucose or alpha D plus glucopyranose structure will be first one. Second one is beta D minus fructofuranose. In a beta isomer, CH2OH is down and OH is top. Here H is top, OH is down. Here OH, loss of water molecule will be takes place. Therefore, it is known as alpha beta C1 C2 linkage or C1 C2 glycosidic linkage. Remaining structure will be same student. Students, now one of the important thing, that is the sucrose is a non-reducing sugar because no free aldehyde group and a keto group adjacent to CHOH group because both are involved in glycosidic linkage. Here, is there any free aldehyde group student? No. Is there any free keto group student? No. Hence, the free group is not present which are involved in glycosidic linkage. Hence, it is a non-reducing sugar. In examination, they will ask why sucrose is non-reducing sugar. Because no free aldehyde group and a keto group adjacent to CHOH group, because both are involved in glycosidic linkage. Next one student, disaccharide maltose C12H22O11, which is also known as malt sugar. Maltose on hydrolysis gives 2 alpha D plus glucose units. In maltose, C1 atom of first glucose unit linked with C4 atom of second glucose unit through oxygen by using glycosidic linkage. It is known as alpha D plus glucose. It is also alpha D plus glucose. Here H and OH first carbon atom of alpha D plus glucose of first unit. Fourth carbon atom of alpha D plus glucose unit of second glucose unit. Here H and OH. Here OH, loss of water molecule bonding through glycosidic linkage. This linkage is known as alpha C1 C4 glycosidic linkage. That is, the first carbon atom of alpha D plus glucose, the fourth carbon atom of alpha D plus glucose linked by using glycosidic linkage to form maltose. Here observe student. We know that maltose upon hydrolysis gives 2 monosaccharides, those are glucose units. The two glucose units are alpha D plus glucose units only. Alpha D plus glucose units only. It is alpha isomer, D isomer, and dextrorotatory. Alpha D dextroglucose units. Here it is alpha D plus glucose, alpha D plus glucose. Both units are joined one another by using glycosidic linkage. C1 atom of first glucose unit, C4 atom of second glucose units by using glycosidic linkage. This maltose is reducing sugar due to presence of free aldehyde group. Always remember student, whenever this structure is present, CHOHO in the pyranose structure, in the Haworth structure of compound, that is reducing sugar. By using structural arrangement, this group can be changed to CHO, that is free aldehyde group, hence that is reducing sugar. I will tell once again student, whenever CHOHO, this group is present freely, which is not bonded to another. For example, here CHO is present, but this group is not free. But here you can observe CHOHO, whenever free group is present, which is not bonded to any other, that is reducing sugar. That is technique student. The maltose can act as reducing sugar due to presence of free aldehyde group. Here this group is free, which can be converted into free aldehyde group. Therefore, maltose is a reducing sugar.